Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And very specifically, welcome to Friday morning. Our teacher for this week is Jeff Brown. And on a Friday, our meditation is all about love. And there is some beautiful wisdom from Jeff Brown to share on this Friday morning love meditation. Grania, good morning. Danae, good morning. Antoinette, good morning. Sunmity, good morning. Maggie, good morning. Happy Friday. Awesome having you all here. Have you ever looked at a human heart and wondered how on earth is it able to hold so much love? The answer might surprise you. It doesn't. The heart in its physical sense is a remarkable organ, but its capacity for love transcends its physical limitations. Our hearts, both literal and metaphorical, aren't designed to be containers for a limited amount of love. They are overflowing wells, constantly spilling over and enriching the world around them. This is the core message that the author and spiritual teacher Jeff Brown so eloquently conveys in his work. Craig, a very good afternoon, man. Awesome seeing you here. I hope you have time to sit down with us for a little while, even if you have a beer while you meditate with us. That will be completely acceptable. Charlene, good morning. Happy Friday morning to you too. Right, Jeff Brown says, there is no question in my mind. The state of complete and utter love is our collective birthright. The state we are born to inhabit. The way of being that is eagerly awaiting humanity at the end of a long, perilous journey. We either walk toward love as a way of being, or we walk away from it. There are only two directions, towards love or away from love. This decision shapes our life and our world. Next thought from Jeff Brown says, if there's any need that is perpetually unmet on this planet, it is the need to feel seen. To feel seen in our humanity, in our vulnerability, in our beautiful imperfection. When we are held safe in that vulnerable space where we can be seen, then a key turns inside of our hearts, freeing us from our isolation, transforming our inner world. If there is anything we can offer each other, it is the gift of sight. I see you. Perhaps the most important words we can utter to one another. I see you. Pat, a very good afternoon to you. Great seeing you. Anthony, good morning. I believe in a world where the very simple thing that we do better is allowing one another the space in which to be vulnerable and be seen. Allowing one another to be safe even when, especially when, we're not showing up perfect. Nala, good morning. Happy Friday. Jeff Brown says, I'd often wondered how a single human heart could hold great love. It is so tiny and love is so vast. The answer is simple. It doesn't. It spills over. It becomes the everything. And the last thought from Jeff Brown says, may we learn to love ourselves in the absence of the lover. We can't change the whole world on our own. We can't determine whether other people show up holding a safe space for vulnerability to be seen. Our own personal responsibility lies with the last quote though. May we learn to love ourselves in the absence of the lover. It's very difficult, and actually maybe it's impossible to hold this space for the humans around us if we can't do it for ourselves first. We have to put in the work to do our own healing. We, each of us, have to learn to become a safe space for ourselves. Safe in the presence of our own thoughts, safe in the presence of our own feelings. Learn to love ourselves so much that our hearts spill over and fill the world with love. If you are ready, this is exactly our meditation today. You can close your eyes, And let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. I want to remind you that as your body rises and falls in your own breathing rhythm, we are all sitting in a circle with you, rising and falling to our own rhythm. Take a moment to look around your circle. Look at the beautiful faces of these humans breathing along with you. each believing in the same vision that Jeff Brown shares. A world where we do better at holding space for one another to be seen in our glorious imperfection. As you look around your circle at these beautiful humans breathing with you, see if your imagination will allow you to fill in the background. Where in the world is this circle of ours sitting today? And take in all the sights and sounds of that place. What do you feel under your palms when you drop your hands to the ground? What does the air smell and taste like? What are the sounds you hear, and how does the breeze feel on your skin? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left, and also lean your upper body over to the right. Imagine looking at a sunflower with its face turned towards the sun. As you feel yourself lean left and lean over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to do that right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I want to remind you again of every one of us sitting in the circle with you. We're all taking this deep breath with you. We're all diving in, wrapping our arms around ourselves and welcoming ourselves home along with you. Take your next big breath. I want to invite you to be as open and as playful with this experience as you can possibly be. Invite the child in you to come and play along. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, I want you to fill up the balloon in your belly, bigger than you ever have before. I want you to inhale more air than you ever have. I want it to almost hurt so much air it is that you're holding inside of you. And then pay attention to the sensation that wakes up in your body as you hold this belly filled with air. Take your next big breath. Find the sensation that wakes up in your core. Feel it. Become aware of the sensation that comes alive as you hold a belly full of air. Let's do it again. Come on. As you inhale, breathe in more air than you ever have before. Fill the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have. And as you hold this belly full of air, feel for the sensation that wakes up. Gently rest your attention there and feel how it becomes a little bit more clear. Take your next big breath. Sometimes described as a warm sensation or even hot, and sometimes described as an intensely cold sensation. It doesn't matter how your body feels it. just place your attention to this, whatever the sensation is, that wakes up as you hold a belly full of air. You are a portal for love to flow into this world. And this is where I want you to be really playful and use your imagination. Just imagine that the sensation you feel wake up as you hold a belly full of air, that's where the light enters you. That's where you feel the light start to move. Can the child in you get in on this imaginative play? Can it become more than imaginative? Can it start to feel real? As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, place your hand over that spot where you feel the sensation wake up. And ask it to grow. Ask it to become more. Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, feel the light move in you, feel it grow, feel it expand, how it slowly fills the inside of you. Take your next big breath. Place your hand over your heart. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, ask that light to flow upwards into your heart. Feel as light touches and fills your heart. You are filling your heart from the inside. Watch and see as your heart overflows, as light spills over and holds your heart in a bright light, a bright ball of light. Take your next big breath. Take a look around your circle at the humans with their hands on their hearts and bright light ready to burst out of their chests. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. But in your circle, it is time for you to stand up. Stand up, open your heart, and pour out love on these humans around you. You take a step over to your left to stand behind the first person on your left, and placing your hands on her head, there is a surge through your heart. It's a little bit like placing your hands on a fire hose and feeling the pulsating inside. There is a pulsating of love and light through your heart. It runs in streams down your arms, through your open hand, over her head, over her face, over her body, and her big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. And you can feel it. You feel that in your heart. You take another step over to your left to stand behind the next person on your left. And placing your hands on his head, there is again a surge through your heart. It runs in streams down your arms, through your open hands, over his head, over his face, over his body. And it hits him right in his open heart. And you can feel that. You can feel that in your heart. You make your way around the circle, stopping behind every beautiful human, placing your hands on every head, and pouring out love, one after the other. Feel your heart open. Feel how love spills out of your heart. Finding your way back to your spot, you take a seat, and now it's your turn. It's your turn to be served. It is our turn to serve you. You feel the first pair of feet shuffle in behind you, and the first pair of hands are placed on your head, and a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs in streams over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it. Again, there are feet shuffling behind you, hands being placed on your head, and a waterfall of love being poured over you. It runs over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it there. There is more to come. More hands being placed on your head and more love being poured over you. And I'd love for you to join me in this exercise as again and again you are showered with love. If you can, open your hands, turn your palms upwards, and be the embodiment of receiving. And if you're able to, say this along with me. I am worthy. I am worthy of receiving love. I am deserving. I deserve to feel loved. I am good enough. Just as I am good enough. There's nothing I have to first do, first fix, or first prove in order to qualify. I am enough. And if you can, join me in one more exercise, please. Just imagine that you can step outside of yourself. Stand next to you and look down on you and see this human who has shown up. Look at this human who really is trying. Can you place your hands on the head of this human and perhaps put your hands on your heart as you do this? And then speak to you. Say these words to you. You are worthy. You are worthy of receiving love. You are deserving. You deserve to be loved. you are good enough. Just as you are good enough. There's nothing you have to first do, first fix, or first prove. You are enough. Everyone's made their way back to their spots. Our circle is full. You can sit and embody the beautiful human that you are. The worthy human that you are. We can each reach out sideways and take the hands next to us, complete our circle, and do the last 5 breaths of gratitude together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being in our circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for showing up in the world as a source of light for the world around you. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for doing your work to fill your heart with so much love that it eventually spills over. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being one of the people that can show up in the world safe and make it safe for the people around you to be seen, for their vulnerability to be held, so that they too become enabled, empowered to do their work, for their love, their hearts to flow over. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being in our circle today. Thank you for bringing your big, beautiful heart into our circle. Karen, a very good Friday to you. I'm not sure if it's still Thursday where you are, but happy Friday nonetheless. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Sunmary. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Charlene. I remember, thank you, Annalie, who else was in the background this morning. Thank you, Antoinette. Have a beautiful day. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope your heart feels full and that you feel connected to this space every day. Lots of love to each and every one of you. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.